What is up everyone, I am you Phoenix, how are you getting on? Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Yes, we're back with new energy after last very disturbing episode. I might skip some of this because I think some of this might actually be similar to what we already saw. What on earth was that about? Fab? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Haha, don't worry, I believe you, silly. He just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Okay. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. Stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? We only have two choices now. Maybe we should please Monica. I should start with Monica. Yes. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Fab, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Monica. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha, don't worry Fab. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Fab. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, like Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's being used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Okay, like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem? Sure. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel like that, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Huh. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular. Yeah, we've read this before. Okay, well let's show it to Yuri, since it's a poem for her. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Haha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? The use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traced her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Natsuki can be a little biased. Yeah, we've read this before for sure. Let's see what her poem is like though. Ghost Under the Lights. We've read this one too, right? Am I going crazy? Terrible handwriting? Yeah, we've read this. Okay. It's weird though. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, Natsuki then. Let's see if that's any different. Fab, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I do tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Yeah, we've read this one too. Yeah, it's weird. It's basically playing the same game again, except stuff is different and Sayori is gone. And it's now just 3 people. And I'm sure that's gonna make for some interesting scenes. Phew, I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. So if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities... Huh. Oh, what's happening with the music? I guess this is what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. Eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Right. Follow yourself. They're gonna fight. Okay, taking out your own insecurities. Oh! Guys, what's happening? Music is going faster. Edgy. Oh my god. This is not good. Hello? Jesus Christ. Screen's fading. What's happening? Wait, cut yourself on that edge. Did you accuse me of cutting myself? What is wrong with your head? Oh. Yeah, go on. Let Fab hear everything you really think. I'm sure I'll be head over heels for you after this. This is not good. Ah! Suddenly Yuri turns towards me, she just noticed I was standing. Fab, she's just trying to make me look bad. Oh my god. Oh, how did I get dragged into this? What? Natsuki, Yuri? What? I didn't even... What? What am I supposed to pick? Natsuki. Nope. Still, no, Yuri. No, Natsuki, no. No, no, you're wrong. I'm wrong. It's not the answer. No. No, please. It's Monica. The answer's Monica. Monica? Hey, Fab. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Haha. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Oh. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Fab, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. I know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. Okay. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Fab. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Okay! Back into the poem! Good! Great! I'm just gonna pick randomly this time. Every top right answer. Whatever the answer might be. I think it's pretty split, actually. There we go. Quickest poem ever. Don't even know what I wrote about. Another day passes, and it's time for club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. I haven't. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Oh, welcome back, Fab. There's two of you. Ah, hi Yuri. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. What expression? Her expression of her right boob or her purple hairline? But the weight of yesterday's squirrel still hangs in the air a little. There she is. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk. Surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Fab, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Huh. No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you both looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? She doesn't remember? Huh? Jeez. Whatever on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. See? You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But... I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Heh. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Haha. Well, you're kinda weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey, suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell at least. Yeah, I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano again. Okay, I guess this is the same then. It's really weird, working writing a song. Fab, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some more time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can I start now? Let's find a place to sit. Heh, I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to have you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for you to be would be the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. Huh, what's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, what? I'm bored, just waiting here. Okay, was she cutting herself? Was she cut by someone? What just happened? I'm back! Thanks for waiting patiently. Fab, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Fab. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Fab, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Sure. Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at any desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. And why is that, huh? I wonder. Is that so? I wonder why that is, It's most likely because my your posture, right? Sure. Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor? Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it goes well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but... well, she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Huh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Ooh. Yuri opens the book with both hands. Are those stars? Why am I seeing stars? She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's always totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Fab. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Fab. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Fab. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding. Oh, what is happening? Why is it dark? I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it? Yuri suddenly presses my hands against her chest. Oh my god. Why is this happening to me? It feels like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Okay, that's not weird. Yeah, no. Huh. Those are not her eyes. Huh. Not again. Okay. Oh. It's time to share poems. Well then. That was a strange happening. But so is this game, so we'll just ignore it and we'll go to Natsuki for a change. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been like spending some time with her or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Okay, yeah, we've read this one as well about spiders. Not bad, right? Right, so we're just gonna skip this. And next up is Monica. Fab, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Excuse me. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is you're kind of enabling her. Not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that will probably be best for her. Okay. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head and I know how to treat my club members. This is so weird. Why is she just straight up saying this? But anyway, you want to read my poem now? Okay. Save me. The colors they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, blue. So a king, screech, piercing, sighing, cosine tangent. Like play, chalkboard on ruttable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. What? Excuse me, meaningless. Delete her. Delete her. Hello? Okay. fine, it's not, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip. Facing a difficult decision. Don't forget to save your game. I just did. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri time. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I just like holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. I feel like anything written by you is a treasure. Haha, that came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Okay, wheel. Did we read this one? I think so. Man, this is a long one. Okay. Haha. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. My pen? Ah, that is a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. Haha. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though. What is going on? What is going on? I have... Like, this is so weird, all of this. Yuri, I don't... What is happening with her? You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes? Oh! Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. So Yuri... Good. Let's see if anything changed, shall we? How did I... Should I go back even further? No. Okay. No. Got an achievement for just that. Okay, whatever. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Just up embarrassing ourselves. Okay, we've read this. Get new members. We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier, more difficult to manage. That's the key. I don't think you're looking at it the right way. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Fab joined. As for me, I just like it better than I do at home. And Fab isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Fab want to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Fab, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. Well, technically I didn't get a choice. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Fab. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that up next, just Brad? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. No one would cry if she killed herself. Oh my god. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Fab? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. What? She's bleeding. I just noticed. Her eye. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So, if you would like to have Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica? I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Fab? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Fab before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a bit troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Fab, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I really hate to see you unhappy. What's happening? I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? Yeah, I know. In fact, you care about me so much that you're willing to do anything. I don't really like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. But how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean. But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, maybe it is true. Maybe we are the only two real people here. What if that's the truth? I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Oh. Well, bye. Aha. Well. Actually, let me try this. Yeah, see, it takes me back to this desktop, not my actual desktop. Side stories, no. Files, mail, pictures, music. Okay, this is a soundtrack for the game. Cool. Pictures. I wonder if there's anything weird about this one. There's a lot of poems. It actually all saves them here. GG's, nice. Secrets? Secrets. Oh, that's the poem that I got. Files. Characters. Yeah, everything seems fine. Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all trashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice that they can find, into their willpower, starving them all of motivation and desire, to their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. I see, so in a way, at least that's what Monika's telling us, every person in this game has an issue, and she's just helping them or making it worse in this case. Like, as she said, untie the knot, so she's just basically making it worse for them and intensify everything. That's not a good thing, but it's an interesting fact. If it is a fact at all, of course. What's this? I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Yeah, that's her intention anyway. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna leave this episode here, and we'll see where it takes us next time. I feel like some interesting, or probably very disturbing stuff is still gonna happen. I also do want to check out the side stories eventually, which is basically the biggest new part to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, specifically. But we'll see what that's all about at the end of the game. But anyway, this was you, Phoenix. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe now for more to come. Until then, be brave, be kind, and stay awesome.